亮着，收音也听不到了。大家还在继续报名吗？还是在这里歇就？今天是师尊在这个山庄的今年的最后一场的护摩法会。大家看到大家都互相问候啊，互相说 say goodbye， 然后台湾见是吗？呀，马来西亚的大家都知道，其实师尊的行程，明年的行程都已经排得满满的还有在马来西亚弘法呀，还有在台湾的不同的省不同的城市弘法，希望大家能够去参加的，当然非常的棒。那么呢，今天这个师尊做护摩的时候，在开示前呢，我们会跟师尊讲几句感谢的话语。那么到时候呢，我们司仪会跟师尊讲，师尊师母爱斯鲁，这个大家应该都知道要听司仪的讲了，师尊师母爱斯鲁的时候，大家一起讲好不好？然后比这个爱斯鲁的手印，我们爱师尊的手印。希望大家都听到其实12月的时候，师尊在马来西亚的行程排得很多，你们有时间有空的话去参加，多看看是很好的。
check 1 2 check 1 2。
我在这里再跟大家宣布一下哈，等师尊开示的时候，我是以这里会讲说师尊师母爱斯鲁，大家一起说好不好？哎呦，声音好像不够响，以后你们的手要比出来哦。师尊师母爱斯鲁这样子哦，好不好？好，谢谢大家。刚刚收到有同门投诉，就是说你们的贡品如果你们的贡品摆在外面的，最好贴上名字。如果不是您的贡品呢，请不要拿请大家要尊敬一下，然后遵守一下，不是你自己的贡品请你不要去拿谢谢大家的合作。还有呢，你们自己的贡品如果想要拿回家的话，你要贴上名字，这样子的话，大家都不会有那个拿错互相拿错的贡品。如果不是您的，也请不要拿，谢谢。法会时间都很接近了如果要报名的，还有报名主旗的都要准备好了。仁师尊会有提前到护摩殿，还没有报名的或者报主旗的或者进献他达的同门，都要请你们准备好了。 顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。四平等一举手。请主持人进献卡达，以表最高敬意。
天魔
让我们以热烈的掌声感谢师尊的赐福。恭请圣尊加持摊位供品。
Inviting His Holiness to bless the offering items.
感谢师尊的加持，恭请圣尊升护摩法座。
Inviting His Holiness to ascend to the Homa throne.
请师母、诸位上师、教授、师法师、助教、贵宾、我们
distinguished guests and all
在大的
participants
请
to please be
坐。
seated.
恭请圣尊加持主旗者表格。 首先，让我们以最热烈的掌声，感恩根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛，为我们主坛南无无极瑶池金母护摩大法会。也让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎师母、世界各地的众上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德来护持法会。南无无极瑶池金母大天尊护摩法会开始，开掌弹指，观想真佛宗传承。南无大日如来，南无佛焰佛母，南无阿弥陀佛，南无莲花童子，南无莲生活佛。观想师尊与诸佛菩萨注定放光加持，持掌持心咒7遍。唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。念清净咒及安土地真言：唵修利修利玛哈修利修修利娑哈，唵修多利修多利修摩利修摩利娑哈，唵哇德拉丹呵呵吽，南无三曼多摩多兰，唵嘟噜嘟噜得维娑哈。念招请咒：唵啊吽娑哈，唵啊吽娑哈，唵啊吽娑哈。众弟子一心奉请。南无根本传承上师大白莲花童子圣尊莲生活佛。南无根本传承上师大白莲花童子圣尊莲生活佛。南无根本传承上师大白莲花童子圣尊莲生活佛。一心祈请护摩主尊。南无无极瑶池金母大天尊。一心祈请护摩主尊。南无无极瑶池金母大天尊。一心祈请护摩主尊。南无无极瑶池金母大天尊。一心奉请大威德金刚不动明王、四大天王、司马菩萨、彩虹雷藏寺诸佛菩萨、彩虹雷藏寺金刚明王殿金刚护法神众、真佛密院坛城诸佛菩萨、西雅图雷藏寺坛城诸佛菩萨、南山雅舍坛城诸佛菩萨、真佛文物坛城诸佛菩萨、彩虹雷藏寺山神、土地神、苗家神、风神、水神、火天神、龙神。十方同行护法神众，城隍进驻，放光加持，此次护摩。做观想大礼拜，100根本传承上师及诸佛。唵啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三音，200诸菩萨。唵啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三音。300诸护法金刚。唵啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三音，是平等一起手。大曼达供养，受节供养手印，观想供品变化无量无边，布满虚空。三供根本传承上师，历代传承祖师，护摩主尊。南无无极瑶池金母大天尊。十方三世一切诸佛菩萨、龙天护法、空行，中共诸天圣灵，下施六道众生。念供养赞及供养咒，须弥四周并日月，化诸珍宝供养佛，种种珍奇诸功德，消业速速证菩提。唵萨瓦达他嘎达伊达姆咕噜那那门扎那干尼尼耶达亚米。做四皈依观想。观想根本传承上师，历代传承祖师，一切诸佛法宝珍宝结合起来，成为大白光，给自己灌顶。 念是皈依咒：
Recite
南
mantra.
无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无真伽耶。南无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无真伽耶。南无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无真伽耶。做毗脚护身，持金刚手菩萨真言7遍持咒。唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利，唵波利兰遮利。恭请圣尊转诸名加持。
Invite His Holiness to perform blessings with mala.
恭请圣尊金刚灵杵结界加持报名表格及贡品。
Inviting His Holiness to perform bless, to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the prayers or all the offerings.
恭请圣尊金刚棒开炉结界。
Inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the fire pit and set ceremonial demarcation in order.
« 恭请圣尊点燃护摩火，供品下炉，演化息灾祈福，增益敬爱，超度大手印。护摩火供开始，请大家共念护摩主尊心咒。
Purifications, enhancements, relaxation, subjugation, and the assembly will be reciting the mantra of the mediating Homa today.
梦，见我心里好，梦，见我心里好。 南无 天魔
Recite the mantras of the eight principal deities and incarnate Buddha Amitabha.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Panamo Ditorin Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soha. Om Zeri Zuri Zunte Soha. Om Zambara Talang Talaye Soha. Om A Hom Beta Guru Bema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Be Ahe Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom. Deyata Om Bekatseya Bekatseya Maha Bekatseya Laza Samo Katareya Soha. Nam Mô San Sư Liu Hoàn Yi Y Sư Yu An 9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无三十六万亿一十一万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无三十六万亿一十一万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。回向。愿同念佛者同生极乐国，上报四重恩，下济三途苦。愿佛讲经如佛度一切，弟子众等愿以此法会功德回向。祈愿神尊佛以安康长寿自在，常住世间，永转法轮。恭请圣尊作众回向。
Invite these souls to perform the oral manner of dedication. Homage to my greatest Siddha, Golden Mother of the primordial Jetpan. Homage to my greatest Siddha, the Golden Mother of the primordial Jetpan. Homage to my greatest Siddha, Golden Mother of the primordial Jetpan. We pray to Golden Mother to guide the trains of spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray to Golden Mother to bless all participants with good health, eradication of karmic sicknesses, the eradication of all disturbances by the spirits. We pray to Golden Mother to bestow us with abundant resources, with enhanced wisdom, and with radiating brightness, and may all of our work succeed. Please bless all participants with less worries and less troubles, and all goes according to our wishes, and harmony in our families. We pray to Golden Mother Please bless all spiritual cultivators so that they can make progress and that they can get the greatest happiness and to gain the boundless radiance. And may they attain the attainment of the rainbow light. And may they attain the merging with the empty nature. May their fruitions improve to beautify the Buddha land. We pray to Golden Mother to eradicate all obstructions. We pray to Golden Mother to annihilate all the coming disasters. And we pray to Golden Mother so that our Dharma work and Dharma propagation go smoothly. May those endowed with auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock, and those amidst this auspiciousness pray for the blessings by the Guru, absorption by the Yidam, and protection by the protectors. May they cultivate spiritually until they attain fruition. We pray to Golden Mother of the primordial Chitpan. We pray that you eradicate all obstructions. And we pray that you take charge how to handle and eliminate all the wandering ghosts and evil spirits. May all of our prayers be granted in perfection. The gods of the heavens, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. May all disasters turn into dust. May all enemies and enmities vanish. May all obstructions and calamities vanish. We say under Sublime Mantra 3 times.
Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenupadicha ceco me pawa suto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa Anurato me pawa sawa siri me purayacha sawa karma sutta me chittamu siri ren guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenupadicha ceco me pawa suto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa anurato me pawa sawa siri me purayacha sawa karma sutta me chittamu siri ren guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe 做观想大礼拜，以拜根本传承上师及
Pray
佛
homages and visualization for Student Guru and all Buddhas.
观想礼礼，回
Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra, second all bodhisattvas.
观想礼礼，
Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra, third all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra, fourth headbow.
念圆满咒。
It's a completion mantra.
请大家起立，恭敬合掌。
Now let's all stand and join our palms with reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to take the Dharma teaching seat.
大家请坐。让我们以热烈的掌声感谢师尊主坛这么殊胜珍贵的护摩大法会。在此，我们诚心感恩的心。 感恩师尊今年在彩虹内藏寺为大家主谈了一场又一场殊胜结论的护摩法会。每一次的护摩火焰烧灭了众生的罪业，让光明的幸福。
The Homas week after week for the past 6 months, and in this cold winter too. As long as we can maintain the warmth in our hearts, then we are always connected with Grandmaster, and we hope that next year when the flowers bloom next spring that Grandmaster and Sumo will be back soon.
请大家恭敬合掌，一起虔诚恭请圣尊为
Grandmaster and
伟
Sumo,
大
we
著
love
作
you.
宝贵的法语开示。
Now let's join our palms with greatest reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. First of all, we will pay utmost respects to our lineage gurus, to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, to Master Sakya Zhengkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dukten Dorji. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, the greatest Golden Mother. Homage to the 3 jewels of the Avatar. Sumo, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today are and Madam to Ambassador Daniel Liao, the Taipei rep to Sweden and Norway. Producers for Geni Diansang Sinten from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Shiachi. And the former director of Lotus Light Charity Society of Taiwan, Dharma Brother Guante, Dr. Ryan Zhuang and Mrs. Zhuang, Dr. Su Lin, and the advisor to the Overseas Compatriot Affairs of the Republic of China, Dharma Sister Winnie Che. Good afternoon, everybody. How do you do? from the Homa, we are able to predict the situation in the going back to Taiwan. From the very beginning, there would be obstructions and calamities. It is supposed to be a big calamity, but it becomes smaller and then becomes nothing. And then afterwards, everything will go smoothly until we come back here again. It's very interesting. When we perform Homa, the key are the two guardians, the helpers on the side. As I said last week, that today's Homa is about the premonition or the prediction. And at the beginning of Homa, the fire was about to extinguish and there's smoke appearing. So it meant that at the beginning of returning to Taiwan, there would be calamity. And then when we save it, it was taken care of, and it becomes nothing. And then it becomes smooth afterwards. So the Homa was supposed to be 100, and then because of the obstruction at the beginning, so now the Homa is only 80, a score of 80. So that's why the two guardians on the site are extremely important. That we cannot have any smoke whatsoever. It has to be just fire. But at the beginning, there was smoke, and so you have to be very critical, very fast, and you have to move really fast and eliminate the smoke right away. So that's very important. So the prediction today is that there would be some problem in the beginning, but then it is resolved and become very smooth until we come back. So we pray to the greatest Golden Mother to bless us so that our going back to Taiwan this time can be safe, auspicious, and goes according to our wishes, that everything can be resolved to our heart's content, and the journey of the Dharma propagation will go smoothly and safely, and all the sentient beings that will be saved and delivered, the merits of it will be given to Golden Mother. As you all know, performing Golden Mother's Homa today, I saw a photo and that scared me. Above Golden Mother's image, there are two images of Golden Mother. One is with the head crown, the other one is without the head crown. But when I look carefully at the crown ornament, it was Padma Kumara. Let me take a look. So this one here with Padma Kumara above. Who made this? So this is upside down. The other photo doesn't have that. So this one here has golden Padma Kumara on top of Golden Mother. So this is not right. Because Golden Mother is Padma Kumara's yidam. How could you place Padma Kumara on top of Golden Mother? So this is impolite. So please don't use this one here. Or you have to get rid of the Padma Kumara here or cover it up. So this Golden Mother also very beautiful, but the Padma Kumara on top should be covered or moved to the bottom. But this other one is okay. There is nothing on top of her head. So Golden Mother is the same as the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. It's the same position as 5 Dhyani Buddhas. So other than 5 Dhyani Buddhas, the 8 great Bodhisattvas, all Dakinis, all consorts, all wrathful seeds, they all have a deity above their heads, which mean their origin. But the 5 Buddhas are the highest, so they don't need any deities on top of their crowns. So you can just place it on the sides. But today I noticed that Golden Mother's crown has Padma Kumara on it, so that's not right. So you cannot place Padma Kumara on top of a deity just as you like. That's not right. We know that the 5 Dhyani Buddhas are Vairocana Buddha, Akshobha, Tathagata, Amitabha Buddha, Ratnasambhava Buddha, and Amoghasiddhi Buddha. In Taoism, the 5 Buddhas are the 5 golden sages. At the center is the Huang Lao, or the elder yellow, the yellow elder. In the east is Mu Gong Sang Seng, or the wood head, or the Donghua Di Jun, which is the king of the east. And in the west is Golden Mother, and in the north is Sui Jin, is the water, and in the south is Huo De, which is the fire god. So those are the 5 elders of Taoism, and they correspond to the 5 elders of Buddhism. They occupy the same level. So Golden Mother is the great golden sage, and she's also the founder of True Buddha School. Without Golden Mother, there will not be True Buddha School. So I highly revere Golden Mother. The reason was The first golden sage that I encountered was Golden Mother. And I went to the Western realm, the place of Golden Mother. Golden Mother took a plate of three pills, and Chio-san took the black pill, which meant that she's to deliver the spirits, and I took the red pill to symbolize, to widely deliver sentient beings. And there was a white pill. And she said that each of you can only take one pill. So Chio-san took the black one, I took the red one, and there's a white pill left. And she said, if you take the white pill, then you will cultivate spiritually deep in mountains, and you will gain great attainments in the future, and you would become a sage without any attachment whatsoever. So had I taken the white pill, then I will go deep into the mountain all by myself until I have attainments. But I took the red pill, so I have to I have to deliver multitudes of sentient beings to widely spread the Buddha Dharma. And Chio-san took the black pill. And I don't know who took the white pill, because at that time Golden Mother took a plate with 3 pills on it, one red, black and white. So it is destined that you have to deliver multitudes of sentient beings. But widely deliver sentient beings is extremely difficult because there are so many hindrances and obstructions. Before one ends, another one starts. Before this one ends, another one starts. It's always like that. So the road of this deliverance of sentient beings is extremely challenging and difficult. At the beginning of True Buddha School, there were 2 groups of people who took refuge. The first group was in Taichung. That was Master Lian-Huo, Lian-Si and Lian-Zu. They were in Taichung. That was the first group. And the second group was in Changhua. So there's 2 groups. Lian-Huo, Lian-Si, Lian-Zu are still here. And the group from Changhua were all gone. So from these 2 groups, one group has disappeared. So the Changhua group is gone. Now what's left is the Taichung group. Now we can say that this group was the oldest. When I was at the Yixing district or community, the three brothers came to see me, and the person who brought them to meet Grandmaster was Master Zheng Yixun from Cheng Yi Tang. The door at the Yixin Sechi, because they were in the furniture business, so the door to that Yixin Sechi was very thin, and they especially made a door for me and place it on the door of my little small house. So that's at the Yixin Sechi, second road number 26. There was a very small house with two bedrooms and one living room and a kitchen. Ever since I left home, that was my first home that I and Simu bought. I felt that was like a palace already, but the most expensive part of the house was that door that was given by Master Lian Huo, Lian Si, and Lian Zu. That their business, John Fine Furniture, and that was a very heavy and expensive door, but the house was no big deal. At that time, I didn't have any Lei Zhang temple. I wanted to build a temple, so they made a Ci Hui Golden Mother. Ci Hui meant Golden Mother, so it's like Golden Mother's Lei Zhang temple, only this big, made of wood, carved from wood. It's like a model for a temple. It looked like a temple. The only temple that belonged to me. So it's called Ci Hui Lei Zhang Temple. Where is it now? At the Taiwan Temple, Taiwan Lei Zhang Temple. At that same place. That was the smallest Lei Zhang temple, and that was the temple. That small. It was my idea, and they built it. The three brothers, the three Chen brothers. So the eldest elder should be Master Lian Huo. How old are you now? 81. 81. And he's still flying all over to spread Buddha Dharma. So we can say that in his stamina and energy. His body is still good, and his face is full of color and brightness. I thought his vigor is still good. I don't think I would live to be 81. Let me say this first. But Golden Mother hasn't told me when I would leave. But my instinct is that when I'm 81, I will not be like Master Lian-Hua. There's still a question whether I can live to be 81 or not. I speak truthfully. I'm not kidding. When I'm old, I would have some illness because that's my own karma. Although now my health is okay, but when I'm old, I will not be able, like he is, flying all over the place, all around the world, propagating Buddha Dharma. That would be impossible for me. It's like what they say, you know inside your heart. This is all I'm saying, because I never predict my own future. I never ask Golden Mother what my future holds, but this is my own instinct, my own feeling that in the future I would be infected with illnesses. I don't know how long I would continue spreading Buddha Dharma, but I will do my best until I am unable to continue. Although I know the practice of mortality, immortality, or longevity, but I don't practice it all the time. This was my weak point. What is the longevity alchemy? First is you have to retain your cement. Your cement. You cannot leak any of your cement at all. And this part, I succeed in this part. It's not that now you're at 33, of course, but it's been long ago since I can retain my cement, my seminal fluid. And the second point of the longevity alchemy is to take in the breath. You want the qi. You want to inhale a lot of qi, not just air, but the wisdom qi, which is the qi that has entered into the central channel. The more wisdom qi you have, the longer your life will be. So that's intake of the real qi. The real intake of qi is the deep breathing until it enters into Dantian and to make it into the wisdom qi. That's the second point. So intake of the qi, I already succeed in that too. One evening, the dance group invited her to go for happy hour, which was supposed to be for 1 hour. But what time did you come back? From 8:45 until about midnight, like almost 1 a.m. And during that period of time, I was seated on my own Dharma seat, and I was practicing the intake of Qi. Because she told me that she's going for the happy hour and I'll come back soon. From 8, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the happy hour lasted 4 hours. And she said she was so happy chatting that time flies. It was almost 1. And I was seated all that long too, taking in the Qi. So retaining the saman, intake of the Qi, I completed all those. And the third is swallowing the saliva. So from the heavenly water that melts into your mouth, and then you brush it around your mouth until it's full, and then you follow it inside your body. So you swallow the fluid that flow from the heavenly pavilion water, and the mouth becomes the jade pond, and that's very precious, and you need to swallow it. I don't have enough perseverance in this. I should do it every single day. You need to swallow the saliva every day. From 7, swallow 7 mouthfuls to 49 mouthfuls. So, doing it for 1 day and resting for 6 days. I don't know why. So strange. I know that swallowing the saliva is very good for your body, and it is a very important part of the longevity alchemy. But I just cannot complete it for so many years. Until now, 73, I never do it continually for 1 year. Only from time to time I would think of it and then do it for that day. And then I would forget about it the following day. Somehow I just cannot continually do it. And then the other 3, which I cannot make it public. Otherwise you would live to be 100 or 200. That's the real longevity alchemy. So I only tell you 3. Retain the saman, take in the Qi, and swallow the saliva. If you can do these 3, it's about half of the longevity. And you would live a long life already. If you cannot do any of these 3, then you would just be like a normal person. That I have succeeded in my retaining of the saman, of taking in the Qi, but I haven't succeeded in swallowing the saliva, and I haven't done the other 3 either. I often say that although life is precious, as long as you live a rich life, that's good enough. You don't have to live a long life. Nagarjuna can live a long time. Guru Padmasambhava can live a long time, a very long time, because they both know, they both mastered longevity alchemy, and Grandmaster too. But Grandmaster hasn't done it. That I just haven't done the swallowing of the saliva, which I have to do every day. 7 to 49 mouthfuls that you have to do every day. But somehow I just don't spend the time on it. I use the time for something else. Actually, if you swallow the saliva for an hour a day, that would have been enough. That's part of the longevity alchemy. So Golden Mother is the king of the golden sages, the king of the sages. So if you read the legends of the gods or the legend of the sages, and first in line is Golden Mother of the primordial Jet Pond. First in line is Golden Mother of the primordial Jet Pond. So when I read the legend of the sages, the first one is Golden Mother. So any female sages, before they attain the sagehood to become a sage, that they have to go to Golden Mother to show up, to report there. If you're a female sage, you have to go to Golden Mother first before you become a sage. And for the males, Yi Chen Jin, in the Huang Ting Jing, the sutra, Huang Ting Nei Jin Jing of Taoism, Ting, and the inner sutra, outer sutra of the Huang Ting, of the yellow pavilion, and then the third sutra, which name I forgot, was transmitted by Yi Chen Jin, which was the Mu Gong San Seng, the Donghua Dijun from the east, and Golden Mother of the west. And at the center is Huang Tu, and the north is Sui Jing, and at the south is Huo De. North is water, south is fire. So based on the 5 elements, why is she called the Golden Mother? Because the west belongs to the metal element, and the east belongs to the wood, so Mu Gong. And at the center is earth, and the north is the water, and the south is fire. That's why it's called the fire god and the water god. And inside our body there are these 5 elements. The 5, which are the metal, wood, earth, water, and fire. They are all inside your bodies. And Golden Mother was the greatest golden sage of the West. She's extremely great and highly revered. And she was that started me, opened my divine eye, and brought me to see my past lives. I saw Padma Kumara and Padma Kumara's Pure Land. Let me tell you, these were all truthful, nothing fabricated. After my divine eye was opened by Golden Mother, I returned to my serving team my military dormitory at the Nanmenqiao, which don't exist anymore now. From 9 p.m. until 9 a.m. the following morning, I had visions. I went to heavens and to the earth and the 6 rebirth realms, and I saw my own pure land of Padma Kumara, the Mahat Twin Lotus Ponds. I also saw Padma Kumara.
跟大家讲，如果今天的卢生燕有一句话是虚言，我说假话。
If Sheng-yen Lu's today has one false word, if I'm fabricating any of this, then I swear never to rise to the higher realm.
你如果这一点刚刚起点刚刚出来的那个起点，
if the starting point was not real, was not truthful, and if it was faked or fabricated to lie or to trick sentient beings, then Sheng-yen Lu will be written backward. But in America it is backward. So Lu Sheng-yen becomes Sheng-yen Lu. But what I'm telling you is truthful. So that's how it all started. Although after that I learned from gurus In Xun Dao Si, Dao An Fa Si, Le Guo Fa Si. They were my 3 gurus in Mahayana Buddhism. I took refuge in them and learned Mahayana Buddhism and Pure Land Buddhism, and I made Bodhisattva vows, and my gurus were, and they will all have left the world. The 3 gurus for my Bodhisattva vows: one is the elder Venerable Hui San, the elder Venerable Shen Dun, and the elder Venerable Jie Guang from Hong Kong. They were my 3 precept gurus whom I received Bodhisattva vows. So I had this precept marks on my arm at the Bisan-yen temple in Nantou. So that's how the Buddhist study goes gradually and improving bit by bit. And the picture during my Bodhisattva vow was quite good. I had a crew cut. So human life's like this. So Golden Mother started me on this path, and until now I still highly respect and revere Golden Mother. She is the only lineage root guru and my root yidam. That's why True Buddha School has Golden Mother. It doesn't exist in other schools. And in Taiwan, Golden Mother's temple, Tzu Hui Temple, are numerous and widely spread. But I highly respect Golden Mothers. My heart would never change. So on this picture here, you place Padma Kumara on top of Golden Mother.
非常吃惊，
And when I saw that, I was shocked.
吓了一跳。这一张以后呢，就把莲花。
So in the future, please take the Padma Kumara away. The rest is okay.
我们今天做瑶池金母的父母。
So today, we perform Golden Mother Homa. And I'm proud of Golden Mother. She's really great. She's really
我的信仰是这样，
remarkable.
我认的本尊，还有我认
In my faith,
我一定是非常恭敬。
my yidams and my gurus, I would highly respect.
我一天到晚在喊瑶池金母，帮我做主。
I always say,
瑶池金母给我做主。
I always say, Golden Mother, please be in charge. Golden Mother, please help me.
尊敬你的人，真正最真。
Because on earth, the one who truly respect and revere you is Sheng-yen.
我也不敢说我是尊敬的第一人但是阿弥陀佛本尊。
I don't dare to say that I'm the most respectful one. I also respect Amitabha Yidam and Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva Yidam and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and my gurus that I took refuge in.
永远的臣服，臣。
I always follow my gurus. So it's like they are the emperors and I'm the ministers.
这个组织一定是非常
So toward my master, I would be extremely loyal
服务给他们。
and I would give my body and soul to them
这个就是传承了。
or let them be in charge of my body and soul. So this is lineage. That's how lineage is.
好，我们千万不能斜叉叉。我告诉你，
By all means, never be like X.
他来
The last
这
time
样呢，
we met,
看你怎么办？
she came. That's how I am. So what would you do?
我就是这样啊。现在你怎么办？
That's how I am. So what would you do?
真的凉拌。我说什么都可以给你，
And I said,
你要求什么我什么都给你。
whatever you want, I give to you. And whatever requests you have, I'll let you have them.
就给你，
Any chapters that want you follow you,
也给你。
any people that want to follow you,
雷藏
Go ahead.
也给你，
or
通通给你啊。
temples that you want, all
后来
for you.
这个
But
10月3号到了10月3号，
after that, on October 3rd
所
night,
有的无形的千军万马的鬼，居然
the intangible thousands of ghost soldiers
不要写，
and horses
里面要挟师尊啊，
came to take care of me, to kill me. So by all means, never be like her. You have to be like Grandmaster. You always want to respect your own lineage gurus, your yidams, protectors, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You want to respect them all.
你不要抢地下的这些地盘啊，
Please don't fight for things on earth, territories or fame. What use are they?
选择白色的药丸，
If I had taken the white pill, I would go deep into the mountain and cultivate spiritually, then I would become a sage.
在娑婆世界就是有这样子的现象啊，
But this kind of phenomena
叛逆的地
does exist in samsara, like betrayals and disciples that turn their backs against you,
讲啊，
And of course, like last night, Master Lian-O said, inviting Grandmaster to go back so that the missiles become dragonflies and the battleships become yachts and cruises. You know, Grandmaster never does this kind of thing. Why don't you go to San Francisco and invite X to do those? Because during the era of Li Tenghui, there were missiles being shot to Taiwan. And she claimed that she made her body to be as big as Taiwan. And then she hugged the island of Taiwan. So the missiles fell outside Taiwan, just over the seas, and never touched Taiwan because she used her body to protect Taiwan. So where's Lian-O? Why don't you invite her? She could do such things. She could embrace or hug Taiwan, made herself as big as Taiwan. But I don't do that. I just spread Buddha Dharma. I'm not good at those braggings and those kind of tricks. And X went to Aceh province in Indonesia, and there was tsunami that killed a lot of people. And she went there and set up a memorial tablet. And she of course performed Bardo deliverance. And all the spirits in the Aceh province did not want to be Bardo delivered because they were Muslims, and Bardo deliverance is Buddhist. So X flew to the sky and transformed herself to become Allah. And then all the spirits followed her, and they were all Bardo delivered to the XX hall. So that's why I asked her, what form is Allah? How did you transform into Allah? Because up till now, there was no single being that has seen Allah. Even in the Muslim mosque, there were no statues or images. So how did you make yourself to become Allah? That's the question. Of course, she was just blowing her horn. And she's blowing the dinosaur's horn. And Grandmaster sometimes is blowing the cow's horn, but not the dinosaur's horn. So Master Lian-O, why don't you go to San Francisco and invite her to become as big or bigger than Taiwan, covering Taiwan? Taiwan would be safe. Even when the missiles are directed, then she can block them with her skirt. She would take her chanting beads and then bind the missiles and then bring it to a remote, uninhabited place and then drop it there. Why don't you go there? Amitabha.
好了，跟大家讲啊，那个我今天讲一下道。
So Let me talk a little bit about Lamdre. What else is there? It's 50 minutes already? So fast. 4:39 now. Okay, just let me read a piece. The theory of the perfect three seeds of the wisdom potential Qi is the basic 5 Qi as primary Qi, each of which circulating 900 breaths are called the Buddha seed, and the ground 225 Qi, each evenly circulating, are the consort seed, and the Qi gathering and dwelling at the eyes and other branches are the seeds of the bodhisattvas and goddesses. All the 24 groups of 900 breaths are the seeds of the bodhisattvas and goddesses. And the surrounding Qi that can circulate and stay on the skin and hair, etc., is the special branch Qi that it can stay at the right place and also move to other places. It's the seeds of the wrathful males and females. If I don't explain it, you will not understand about this piece. Now, by telling you, you would know. This Lamdre book is really verbose. So it talks about all the seeds of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and where and all the different positions. So how you discern it based on the wisdom potential Qi. The 5 basic Qi are the upper Qi, lower Qi, peripheral Qi, the fire accompanying Qi, and the heart Qi, or and the heart Qi is at the heart. The upper Qi is at the upper half of the body, and then the lower Qi at the lower body, and the peripheral Qi is around the body, and the Qi that's accompanying the fire is called the fire accompanying Qi. They are the 5 Qi. So circulating 900 breaths are the Buddha seed. As I said, in your body, there are Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, seeds. What are the 900 breaths? The complete breathing that you do. So the Qi that is transformed from convenient Qi into wisdom Qi, that's why it's called the wisdom potential Qi. So Qi that has entered into the central channel is called the wisdom Qi. And then if you gather it for 900 breathing, so with complete breathing 900 times entering into the central channel, then you would have Buddha's seed inside your body, the seed of the Buddha. And 225 Qi evenly circulating are the consort's Qi. So for consort, you need 225 complete breathing that enters into the central channel, not just the normal breathing. It has to enter into the central channel, and for a total of 900 breathings for Buddha seed, and for consort seed you need 225 breathing. And on the eyes are the bodhisattvas and goddesses seeds, and 24 groups of 900 breathing. So 24 bodhisattvas and 900 breathings are the seeds of the bodhisattvas and goddesses. And the surrounding and peripheral Qi that stay on the skin and hair, that can stay and also move, and they are the seeds of the wrathful deities. So the peripheral Qi, the joints, are the wrathful deities. So the peripheral qi usually are on the surrounding areas. Now you understand. So one breath or one breathing. So with 900 complete breathings that make the qi enter into the central channel. So the 225 qi is also 225 complete breathings that make the qi enter into the central channel. So it only counts when the qi enters into the central channels. Otherwise, it doesn't count. And then once the qi enters into the central channel, it's called the wisdom qi. Then it becomes different. That's why the treasure vase energy yoga is extremely important. Guru Padmasambhava has said that all the merits come from the treasure vase energy yoga. Because through the treasure vase energy yoga, you can make the qi to enter into the central channel. Only through the treasure vase energy yoga can the qi enter into the central channels. So Guru Padmasambhava has said this, that all merits come from treasure vase energy yoga. Without the wisdom qi inside the central channel, it's impossible for you to experience bliss, to generate clear light radiance, or to discover empty nature. You cannot merge into the empty nature. Only by having the clear light radiance you can merge into the empty nature. In order to generate or experience bliss, you need the wisdom qi. In order to generate the clear light radiance, you need the wisdom qi. In order to merge into the empty nature, you need the wisdom qi. So it's said here very clearly, you need 900 qi. You need 900 breathing that makes the qi enter into the central channels in order to have the seeds of the Buddha. Only this is Buddha Dharma. Not how much for the pillars, how much for the tiles, and those become merits. No, those are just good fortunes on earth. They are not called merits. They are not merits. The Emperor Liang said, I've built so many temples. The merits must be huge. And Buddha Dharma said, no merits whatsoever. The Emperor Liang said, with the capital at Nanjing, or it was called Jiankang, built many temples. The Northern Wei dynasty and the Qi dynasty at the south, and the Wei dynasty in the north. And the south belongs to Emperor Liang of Wu. He built many temples, and he asked Bodhidharma, I've built so many temples and I support so many monks and nuns. So don't I have great merits? And Bodhidharma said, no merits whatsoever. Why? Because that's not spiritual cultivation. That was not Buddha Dharma. Buddha Dharma. That was just your good fortune. After building a temple, you gain good fortune and you can be reborn in the heavenly realms. That's all. That's the most you can reach. You cannot attain Buddhahood or Bodhisattvahood. But the key here, we are talking about Buddha Dharma and spiritual cultivation. So can X do this kind of things? Now, this is my explanation. She doesn't understand any of this. She just knows about building big temples, more and more territories, more and more income, and she wants more true Buddha disciples. Or all the best. But for this, you have to truly comprehend it. So, have you transformed your convenient chi into wisdom chi that enters into the central channel? I asked Golden Mother if X had ever practiced meditation, and Golden Mother replied, no. She had no time. She spent her time blowing her horn. How could she quiet her mind and enter into meditation? That has to be done every day. How could she have time for that? Xiaoming said, what bad luck. I got 0 for my math test. And my granddad said that you're useless one. And mom said, you stupid. And dad was the most direct. And didn't he scold you? Oh, he just told me to get out and get lost. If you just stress importance on building temples, on expanding your territories, or on your psychic fortune telling, then of course your spiritual cultivation is just 0. Zero. The wife asked the husband to wash the dishes, but he didn't want to say no. So he told the 10-year-old son, now it's time for you to train washing dishes, then in the future you can help your wife. And the son replied, oh, no need. I can just ask my son to wash the dishes. So they're all very lazy. I wash my own dishes, right, Simu? Right? The bowl and plate that I use for breakfast with 2 cups, I wash them myself. I'm used to it. Right? Always wash them myself. So you want to train yourself to be diligent. The same with spiritual cultivation. You need to be diligent. Please make best use of your time. Please be diligent in your spiritual cultivation. Xiaoming said, it's good to be teacher, and the teacher asked, in what area? And Xiaoming said, reading the comic books, playing the games. You don't need to spend money. You can just get the students. So spiritual cultivation cannot be substituted. If you get something from other people's, it's not yours. You have to practice it yourself. You have to practice it yourself. And you have to have that attainment, gain that yourself. So here I also like to tell you that upon my return to Taiwan, if you still receive disturbances here, please recite Mahabala's mantra. And Mahabala's mantra, Akala's mantra, and the black-faced golden mother. Mahabala, Marichi, and the black-faced golden mother. Mahabala, Mariji, and the black-faced golden mother's mantras. So you recite the mantra or the sutra of Mariji. And if it doesn't work, you can use the practice of the rice and cloth to eradicate negative energy or evil spirit. So you can pray to these three deities: Mahabala, Mariji, the black-faced golden mother. Or you can perform the practice of using rice and cloth to capture the evil spirit. Then you use this method to alleviate it, or else you have to endure it for 6 months. If you can't save yourself, then you have to wait for half a year for Grandmaster to come back and save you. I wish you well. Oh, Mani bear me home. I wish you well. And let's applaud one more time to show our utmost gratitude to Grandmaster. And in a moment there will be the empowerment of Golden Mother. We are inviting His Holiness to confer the empowerments of Golden Mother that includes all the basic, the related Golden Mother Dharma practices, including the health practices. During the empowerment, please make sure that you visualize the deity, that you merge with the deity, you form the mudra, and you recite the mantra. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
灌顶很快就要结束了，如果还没有接受灌顶的义工同们，请你们速速来接受灌顶。灌顶即将就要结束了，还没有接受灌顶的义工同们，请你们速速来接受灌顶。感谢师尊赐受瑶池金母本尊法灌顶、瑶池金母八大法灌顶及皈依灌顶。顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，100根本传承上师及诸佛。Om Hom 观想顶礼，回天心三印，200诸菩萨。Om Hom 观想顶礼，回天心三印，300诸护法金刚。Om Hom 观想顶礼，回天心三印，4平等一起手。护摩法会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.